How's it going? Back in the shop. It is cold in here, as usual. Now, my ADD is probably going to be apparent here, because I should be over there doing everything I need to do to that, or starting at least. But I've got the 318 sitting on the ground there. And I was going to put a 383 in this. I have the 383, but it needs to be built. Anyways, this car, a buddy called me up, said, "Hey man, my uncle's got this car. You want to buy it?" I said, "Dude, I don't need anything else." He says, "Well, it's 69. It's got bucket seats." So, well, I'll give $500 for it just because it has bucket seats. But besides that, I'm good. So he called me back, said, "Hey man, my uncle says he'll take it." So I get there and pull up and I realize, wow, it's 69, same color as my Charger, black vinyl top, bucket seats. Thinking, man, that's pretty cool. Be a really cool car to sit next to the Charger in the shop. And then, as I was talking to my buddy's uncle, the original owners of this car was a car salesman. The wife actually went and bought this car from the salesman. That's how she met him, and they wound up married. Anyhow, he worked at the dealership, and this car and my Charger both came out of the same dealership. So, I mean, there's a possibility that they sat on the lot together, or possibility that the salesman sold the Charger. So that's kind of cool to me. So anyways, it's got the bucket seats. My buddy found a couple 68 darts. He bought a 68 Dart GTS and then another parts car, and we drug it home. A couple months later, we popped the trunk and there was a console in there, and he's already got one in his GTS, so he gave me that. Got a set of 4-speed pedal assembly that I tossed in here. Eventually it'll get the 4-speed. I have a floor shift console column there to get rid of the column shifter. And when my buddy and his uncle pulled the motor out of this car to put in his 67 Dart GT, and when they did, they pulled all the nice parts off it. I think he was planning on maybe eBay and all that stuff. But anyhow, shit, I'll have to go around and unlock this. When I bought the car, called his uncle up, said, "Hey man, what do you want for the rest of the parts?" And so he said $700. And I, of course, said sold. Right now I'm looking. I was hoping to find, there's a floor shifter, but that is, there's another floor shifter. Those are kind of rough. Here's some linkage. I think that's out of E-body stuff. It sat outside for about a week while I was doing my sheetrock, and I see a puddle of water in the floorboard. All right, here's the wiring harness for the under the hood I was looking for. Looks like some extra parts there. Check that out. Factory big block A body manifolds. right there, right here. Those popped up on a Craigslist for $500. So I had to get those. Oh yeah, this thing's got a 8 3/4 rear end under it. And it has some kind of spool or something. It doesn't roll real well. I don't know if the center section is messed up or what. But my buddy was supposed to get that back for his 67. And he's getting ready to get married and needed some extra cash. He called me up and said, hey man, give me $500 for that rear end. I was like, well, I guess so. It's in the car. Must need to stay. So looks like we got a radiator. So there's all the trim and the grill, and little dog dish, hubcaps, master cylinder. It's not the right power steering pump. Well, anyways, I'm looking for motor mounts. Because although I want to put a 383 in this eventually, it's going to be a while down the road before I have the funds. So I think I'm just going to throw that 318 in here. I might possibly throw a 4-barrel intake and, maybe a cam. But there too, money-wise, I'm probably just going to throw it in here and get this thing running and driving just so I can play with it. I am looking for this rear piece of trim, and I'm going to have to do some body work for that. I'll even go on there. But if there was slight chance anybody watching this knows where there's one of those pieces of trim, let me know. All right, I am going to take a walk up to the back of my property and dig through a few parts cars, see if I can find a set of motor mounts. That's a 68 Dart, slant 6 car. This is a 69. Oh, I didn't bring a screwdriver to open the trunk. So this car had a 318 in it. We pulled it out for my buddy's 67. Floor pans in this are pretty nice. Let's see anything I need there. Anyways, pulled the 318 out. Buddy put it in his car, but I don't know who put it together. But it's probably why this car got parked, because they forgot to put the plug in the back of the cam. Anyways, he got it. I don't remember if he got it fired up or not, but they pulled the motor back out, and then he wound up putting that 273 out of that 69 that's in my shop. Oh. All right, it's got some wiring harness parts, but I found one. Found everything I needed for the other one, but no motor mounts. All right. This 68 belongs to my buddy. He got this as a parts car with his 68 GTS. This is a 273 car, I believe. Just kind of, I don't know if there's any parts in the trunk of that. That's where that console appeared from. Ooh. Here is a good, it's a good sign. Nice. I got some motor mounts. Well, my buddy's got some motor mounts. So I will have to holler at him and see if I can talk him out of them. He is putting a 360 in place where the 340 was in his GTS, so he already bought the right mounts for that. So there it is. There's an exhaust manifold I might need. Cool. That one's got disc brakes and later K member. Oh. Alright. I knew this was a V8 car, so I was kind of hoping. It stinks in here. I was kind of hoping it might have some motor mounts laying around, but it's the later style. But check this out. Oh! Heck yes. Well, maybe I won't have to rob that other car of them. Ouch. Oh, we got a grill. Nothing. And darn it. There's a drive shaft that might work. That's off the back of a 904, I think slant 6 car, but I think it was out of a Duster, so. Oh man. Okay, well, there is another trans cross member. My buddy's looking for one of those for his GTS, so yeah, struck out again. All right. This is a V8 car with disc brakes. Somebody been screwing around here. This has an 8 3/4 in it, but I'm not sure if it's an A body. Looks kind of wide, so it might be out of something else. But oh, here is another trans cross member, but that's not right. Well, I'm thinking this has an older Oh shit. There's a driver's side header. Too bad I don't have the other side. This has discs. I'm sure that header's not any good sitting in the dirt as long as it has. But manual steering box. It does have the old style V8 key member. Well, no motor mounts except for in my buddy's 68 there, so looks like I'm gonna have to do some finagling with him. All right, back down at the car. I got one more spot to check. I'm gonna put this manifold back there. Then I'm gonna grab a few things out of here that can go into my storage container. Like I say, I'm not gonna do the 4-speed or the 383 for a while. I hope, but I think my automatic shifter out of the Charger will fit underneath the console of this car. So I'm hoping that works out. Anyhow, I'm gonna go check one more spot. Well, this is my shipping container. It is filled with crap. B-body motor mounts. There's truck motor mount. There's the spool style. Whoa! Truck. B-body. Oh well. I don't think I'm gonna win on this one, unfortunately. I'm either gonna have to buy some. Ooh. Maybe I'll throw that intake on that 318 though. There's some valve covers that look good on it. Some more 69 wiring harness stuff. Well, if I had found motor mounts in the car, not the wiring harness in the car, I'd be doing good. I'm glad I found the wiring harness, but all right. Guess it's about and here's some old got so much crap. But now that I can actually work out of my shop, some of it's actually getting put to use. Yes, I'm wondering if I got any other A-body stuff. It doesn't look like it.
Oh, there you are.
Whoa. Hey, Brandon.
How you doing?
Well, I'm looking for some motor mounts for my 69 Dart in there. And found some on your dad's car.
Oh, there you
So, just will depend on whether or not I can talk him out of them. Well, after digging around for parts and scaring up everything I needed to get, my buddy Chris has a set of motor mounts for me for that dart. But I did work done on the charger, which I'm back home. And anyhow, I got the K-member all tore apart. They came out of the charger, so I got my lower control arms. I bought some of these from Mancini Racing, the stiffeners. So I'm gonna sandblast those, weld them up. Probably just gonna paint them because last time I took anything to the powder coater, it took like 6 weeks. But besides that, I gotta order lower control arm bushings, probably pitman arm, idler arm, that sort of stuff. But next weekend, my buddy, I'm going to help him put his 360 into his 68 Dart GTS, and then he's going to help me throw that 69 318 out of my charger into my Dart. And I'm just going to put it in there, and then I'll be done for now. But I'll probably take this out there next weekend. I need to prime the oil pump. Put the carb on, all that sort of shit. And then, anyways, this one, I'll be able to put it up in the car. I'm just not going to have any suspension underneath it until I get the parts and get everything ready. But anyhow, I had the whole week off during Thanksgiving, so I was able to play and make some videos. So they'll probably slow down a little bit. Of course, people are going to be busy not watching them as much, I imagine. But anyhow, yeah, I'll make some more. I'll take some video of my progress as soon as I get back out there. I can't wait to see this thing inside the car. I mean, I'm just itching. It's going to be pretty crazy. It's like a dream come true for me. But anyhow, yeah, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Gotta go back to work tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. But we'll catch you guys later.